Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC News this hour. In the nation's capital, where PDP presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, says it will react after the Supreme Court's ruling on the presidential election petitions. The PDP flag bearer stated this during a press briefing held a while ago. His reaction follows a recent release of President Bola Tinubu's certificate by the Chicago State University, where the institution confirms that the president attended the school between 1977 and 1979. Mr. Atiku had approached the U.S. District Court in Northern Illinois to compel the university to release President Tinubu's academic records, arguing that it would boost his suit challenging the president's election in the February 25th presidential poll. You will recall that the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal on the 6th of September upheld the election of President Bola Tinubu as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. The five-man panel of the tribunal was led by Justice Haruna Tsammani. Elsewhere, the Kebbi State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, sitting in Kebbi, the state capital, has upheld the election of the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Nasiru Idris, as the duly elected governor of Kebbi State. This comes after the People's Democratic Party and its candidate, Aminu Bande, approached the tribunal seeking to overturn the election. They were challenging the academic qualification of the deputy governorship candidate of the APC, Abubakar Tafida, while also arguing that the election did not comply with the provision of the Electoral Act.
Tribunals have affirmed that a mass voting, that lawful vote cast at the state election for Idris Nasir, and since remains the extant governor of Kebbi State. The people of Kebbi State spoke, and Tribunal has already added a voice to confirm that they didn't forge a certificate and they have a new certificate to qualify them and ensure them a right and that legal position for governorship of Kebbi State and the governorship of the Kebbi State certificate. And what is amazing, all of us here, is to advise that Kebbi is one and it's one family. Election comes and goes. Even the judgment now is not an electoral system. It's now time for us to sit down together and look at the area where we have to join hands, both APC and PDP, to make maybe a greater state in the annal of history of our Nigerian population.
Well, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, says from December this year, passports would be made available in 2 weeks after application. The minister promised Nigerians would be saved the pains of having to wait on the queue to upload the needed information to get their passports issued. Mr. Tunji-Ojo said that registration would be done online and the only thing needed to be done at any passport office will be biometrics capturing and passport collection. He said the ministry is working at getting the needed equipment to make the December deadline possible. The minister added that the Nigeria Immigration Service and other stakeholders have been able to clear 204,332 passports backlog across the country within 3 weeks.
So we want to put an end to the era when you want to go to a passport office, you know you have to cancel the whole day, knowing that it's just for passport, and your whole day is wasted. Your time, your resources. We have to bring an end to that and give people sweet experience. What I call the Nigerian experience. So and by doing that, instead of a passport office, maybe capturing only 400 a day, because you've cut out the issue of paperwork, you've cut out the issue of picture, and we might attend to 600-700 more people. It means we will be able to give more dates to people, you know, and we can accommodate more people.
Well, in a bid to curb further spread of anthrax virus, the Lagos State government has organized a training and sensitization program for operators in the red meat value chain on their roles and responsibilities. Speaking at the commencement of the training, the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Abiola Olusoya, said more than 12,100 animals have already been vaccinated with support from the federal government. A consultant public health expert and facilitator, Adetunji Jolaushu, underscored the importance of sensitizing the public on risks associated with the disease as well as preventive mechanism.
We had the One Health Initiative committee members, which is a combination of the Ministry of Health officials and the Ministry of Agriculture, coming together quickly to curb it and stem it, nip it in the bud. Over 12,115 animals so far have been given prophylactic anthrax vaccination, and it's still ongoing thanks to the support of the federal government through VOM, and we have facilitators coming from across the country also to speak to our stakeholders here.
And we'll do this training in English, Yoruba and Hausa on the danger, more information on anthrax, what do we do to avert a breakdown that is related to the anthrax outbreak that has just happened in Niger and Lagos State.
We just know how to take care of it or to protect ourselves and our people on it, because something that you have no experience of it, you heard it once, you must find a way to protect people and yourself about it.
Still in Lagos State, despite torrential rainfall in some parts of the state, the state's Public Works Corporation has started repairing potholes and problematic sections of roads in about 8 local government councils. We have details in this report. Following weeks of rainfall and complaints from road users in Lagos, the Lagos State Public Works Corporation is adopting different models in repairing bad roads in the state. The general manager of the agency said this while monitoring palliative work done so far in its rainy season intervention schedule on roads.
So there is need for us to think outside the box and ensure that we solve the problems of the state. So that is one reason you could see. Normally we're supposed to use asphalt, but because of the weather condition, which is not peculiar to Lagos State alone, looking at the global warming that is happening all over the world. So there is need for us to ensure that we solve the problem of our, of the failed sections of our road. This is paving stones that has been, we're using here during the rainy season. I want to tell you, we're also using a cold mix asphalt. Cold mix asphalt we're using so that even if it rains, but the volume that's to be used is not so much like when you're using hot mix asphalt.
It's been 5 months since the Lagos State government carried out some repairs on failed sections of the 3rd Mainland Bridge, and motorists are still complaining about the state of the bridge. The agency is assuring road users that the bridge will be fixed soon.
We've just been, duly informed by the federal government that anytime from now, the federal government will come around and solve that problem. So that we don't work at a crossroad in this regard. So I'm assuring you, anytime from now, the federal government will come around and get, road fixed.
Raising concerns on waste disposal and drainages across the state, the corporation is asking residents of Lagos to take care of the road infrastructure in their area. For road users whose daily activities have been affected by the state of the roads, they are hoping these improvements are not short-lived.
We are happy now. Before, the road is very bad, but now we are happy, but we are also asking for a bomb because the road, they just finished it. The people have started having accident there.
Before I used to stay 30 minutes, 40 minutes on this road, but this time around now it takes me only 5 to 6 minutes I'll reach Dokpemu.
While thanking members of the public for identifying and reporting defective portions of roads in their communities through the media and various social media platforms, the agency has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring roads remain in good and motorable condition. Well, that's TVC News this hour. For more updates on our stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria. Well, thanks for watching. We'll leave you with the weather report.